They say that the Jews are pulling the strings of the world from the shadows. Do you know what the most powerful company on the planet is? No, it's not Apple, nor the Federal Reserve that prints dollars, not even the oil giants, nor the tobacco monopoly in China. The real beast is hidden. It's called BlackRock. Many haven't even heard of it, but it's the largest asset management firm in the world, without competition. And guess what? It's 8 founders, all Jews. BlackRock has fingers in everything. It controls a large part of Ukraine's state assets. It is the main shareholder of Tokyo Electric. Yes, the same one that dumped radioactive water into the ocean. And who benefits when more people get cancer from that contamination? Well, it turns out that BlackRock is also the largest shareholder of AstraZeneca, the largest pharmaceutical in the US. Remember the Huawei case? The data was sold to HSBC, whose largest owner is BlackRock again. And just in case, it's also the main shareholder of Lockheed Martin, the world's largest arms manufacturer. But wait, there's more. The second largest asset management firm is Vanguard, who controls Apple, Microsoft, Google, Twitter, Intel, Pepsi, JP Morgan. Well, yes, Vanguard. And now comes the best part. Who is the largest shareholder of Vanguard? BlackRock. Look, there's a fact that few know. Of all the ethnicities in the world, only the Chinese have never persecuted or killed Jews. Everyone else has. Why? Because every time a country goes bankrupt, it looks for a scapegoat. And since the money always ends up in Jewish hands, they blame them, throw them out, and keep their wealth. But how did they accumulate so much power? Let me tell you a real story that will leave you frozen. In Las Vegas, there was a taxi driver named Carlos. From his 30s, he was in his car, working sun up to sundown. One day, after a bad investment, he ended up with $400,000 in debt, totally sunk. Until one day, a Jewish passenger got in. Carlos, being a good conversationalist, told him his misfortune. The guy asked him, "How much do you earn a day with the taxi?" "If I'm lucky and I get long trips to the airport, maybe $200. If not, less." Then the Jew told him, very calmly, "I can make you earn more than $2,000 a day. Do you believe me?" Carlos thought, this guy is crazy. But the man continued, "Imagine all your trips were to the airport. 10 trips a day, more than $1,000, easy." "But I can't choose my passengers," said Carlos. "Of course you can. Go to the luxury hotels. Talk to the doorman and the concierge. Tell them, 'Hey brother, every time you have a client going to the airport, send them to me. I'll give you 20% of the fare.' Do you think they'll say no? It's extra cash." Carlos lit up, but then got sad again. "But not even sleeping could I handle so many trips." The Jew smiled. "The real rich don't work. They make others work for them. Recruit other taxi drivers. Create a WhatsApp group. VIP airport route. You get the clients, distribute the trips to them, and keep 30%. They earn more, you earn more. Everyone happy." A month later, Carlos was already billing $2,000 daily. And he understood something key. The rich don't solve problems. They change the game so the problem disappears. That's why a poor person despairs with $50,000 in debt, and a rich person sleeps peacefully with $50 million in loans. Do you know why? Because a dog always chooses the bone before the money. Because it doesn't know that with that money, it can buy 1,000 bones. This reasoning is too powerful. That's why wealthy families teach their children from a young age to understand human nature and strategies, while ordinary families only enroll their children in countless tutoring classes to learn various skills. Even if the child dances very well, it only serves to entertain the rich. Even with excellent grades, in the end, they might end up working a 9-9-6 schedule, selling their life for rich bosses. Therefore, don't just teach your children to be obedient and hardworking. If I could go back to accompanying my child in elementary school, I definitely wouldn't enroll him in piano, dance, or drawing classes. For children from ordinary families, cultivating the ability to relate to others is what truly ensures a smooth life. If you want to raise children with strategies and who know how to act in the world, I suggest parents have their children read before age 16. Children who have read this book become particularly astute and insightful. Just put the book on the table, and they will pick it up and read it themselves. After reading this book, when the child is wrongly accused, they will know what to do. When there are conflicts with friends, they will know to ask the teacher for help and solve the problem effectively. This set of books uses comics to teach children principles of conduct and improve their emotional intelligence. The lessons and stories in it are enough to sustain them until university. They are life wisdoms that many people only understand after stumbling and suffering losses. Being astute is not a weapon to hurt others, but wisdom to protect oneself and handle relationships properly. Each chapter has comics and real cases. Have your child read Teach Children to Understand the World. Learn strategies, broaden their horizons, and avoid detours in life. Don't wait for your child to hit the south wall to give them this set of comics. Teach children to understand the world.